Hello everybody. Hello. Welcome to Studio J. My name is Jennifer. Happy Tuesday. Come on in. We are in an event, so I'm going to wait for some people to pop in. If you're catching this part, you're most likely catching the replay. Just comment #replay. If you see that red live button, then you're catching me live. But say hi. Let me see if I can see comments today. Hey Krista. You're the first name I see. Oh, I got a tickly nose. Hey Leona, hello. So I got a fun, colorful trash to treasure project to share. It's gonna be so much fun. Hi Lori. So I'm gonna wait for some people to pop in and let me kind of organize my stuff here. I was grabbing everything that I thought I might need. I got this idea off of Pinterest. I saw a picture. Have y'all ever done this? You see a picture on Pinterest or somewhere and you're like, oh, that's a great idea. And you stare at it and you think you saved it, but you didn't. So I didn't save it. I had a picture similar to it that I shared into my private group, but it was totally different. It was kind of it was basically some supplies, but not the same design. Hey Penny, hello. Hello. So as you come in, say hi. Let me see who's here and we will get started. I want to make sure y'all can see what I'm doing here. I need to adjust this a little. All right, so what I was saying is we are in an event today with the Stand Tall Crafting Group, and I printed out, oh, shoot. Oh yes, I did. I was like, I know I printed it out, maybe I didn't get it off the printer. I printed out who is in the event today. So I'm the first presenter. And after me is going to be Krafting with Donna, and she spells crafting with a K, but I put her link in the description of this video, so it'll be easy to find her. After her, now, okay, these are central time, so let's see, it's 2, it's me. I'm going to tell y'all Eastern time. I've got this posted on my page if you want to see that there, but so I'm 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock Eastern will be Krafting with Donna, and then Sandy's Burlap and Bling Creations, then JEF Creations, an old woman making things, Miss Jim. I have to tell y'all something funny about that. Your Craft Cottage is after her with Giselle, then Crafty Blessings with Angie, and then Aries Moon is Dina Marie. She's finishing it out. Hello everybody. I see everybody popping in. Hi. I was going to tell you something funny. JEF Creations, Miss Jim, the name of her page is JEF Creations, an old woman making things. And a lot of times when I'm going to go, if I'm in an event, I'll write on a piece of paper who's up after me, and I'll tape it to the ring light so I can see it right there. And I had it up there one day and it said Miss Jim, an old woman making things. And I don't remember if it was Greg or if it was Callie, came in here and saw that one because I had forgotten to take it down. They were like, well, that's rude. And I was like, no, that's the name of her page. They thought I just wrote that about her. I was like, no, that's the name of her page, silly. Hello, hi Dawn. Hello, Teresa. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. So it's a Trash to Treasure project. And I think I'm going to make these today because I don't know, I kind of have an idea what I want to do with them, but that might be a totally separate project. So I'm going to go ahead and make these today, show y'all how I'm going to make these. And then another day, we're actually going to make something with what we make today. I hope that makes sense. You're welcome, Krista. I never think to print that out. And I was printing some other stuff out, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to print this, you know, to make it easier. So what I did print out, I like to buy files on Etsy digital downloads, you know, instant downloads. You can just buy them. You can print them out as much as you want, as big as you want. You can shrink them and all that. So and then I found some things on Pinterest. Some were like things for journals, like you could buy on Amazon, journals or planners or something like that. But really pretty. Let me show you all these. They're like really pretty, like watercolor pictures. These two are the same, I think. Yeah, things like that. These are actually some printouts that I used. This, I don't know if y'all can see it, but right there, it's some little boxes I made with these little moths, these Luna moths. So I still have some of these printed out. I love this napkin I have, a little butterfly napkin with all the flowers. Hey Carla, thank you for sprinkling. Hey Lisa. Hi Stephanie. I grabbed a little bit of everything that had color, whimsy. Now these are from a file. I have to go back and look and see who. It was somebody on Etsy, but has all these words. It's like for junk journaling and stuff like that. I know it's backwards to y'all because my camera is flipped, but little things like this. And I actually printed this one in different size. I printed it this size, and then I also shrunk it down a little, and you'll see why when I start messing with this. So what I'm gonna do, now normally, if you've been around here a while, you know I love to dry brush everything. Like I just take these chip brushes and I just dry brush everything. And I will keep these until they are like, because I don't wash them out. You know, I just kind of pounce them out. And I'll just use them over and over, because sometimes the crunchier they are, the better they dry brush, just depending what you're doing. So, and then once they get too crunchy, I just toss them. I just throw them away. I go through a lot of them. Hey Sue, hey Wendy. Hello everybody. Hey Donna, there's Donna. Donna, like I said, Donna's up after me, and her page is, and there's my Donna. It's Krafting with Donna, and she spells it with a K. Krafting with a K. So, let's start. So, I'm going to take my chip brushes, and they're all, I got some little ones, I got some big ones. I think 2 inch is probably the biggest ones I have. And then these are 1 inch. And like I said, I'm gonna craft with these, and then maybe on another live I will do something with them. I'm just gonna make them pretty today because they're just cheap chip brushes. Hey Cassandra. So here's my idea. Actually, I'm gonna show you one I've already done. I'm not worried about the back, because whatever I'm gonna do with them, I'm probably gonna attach them to something. But here's one that I did this morning. I'm not real fond of the paint. I don't know. I might play around with this some more. But look, it says happiness is found within. I know it's backwards to y'all, but isn't that pretty? Look, I think it's pretty. It's like before and after. So we're just gonna decorate them up. I kind of want to make some kind of sign or something to hang here in my craft room, and I thought this would be really pretty. And this one's crooked. I noticed the handle kind of bends that way, but I think it would be fun to make a whole bunch of these and just make some kind of piece of art with it, especially for a craft room, you know. So inspirational quotes. Now I was thinking you could take a book, like any book, and cut out, you could enlarge the pages, you know, the words, and just photocopy them and enlarge them, and you could cut out different words to create a quote. That would be really cute too. So all right, so let's get started. I grabbed napkins, I grabbed papers. I am going to paint them too. Now you can see the back of this. it's just, these handles are just like bare wood. So you could stain them, or you could water down your paint and make it look like a stain. I love the whole kind of watercolor look. And I just went in and added some little polka dots in between, but I painted it like a watered down blue just to get the, this could be a good challenge for our group. And Lord knows I have lots of these. I buy these in bulk on Amazon. I know you can get them at Harbor Freight, and you can get them at Home Depot. You can get them everywhere. But I think the cheapest I found was on Amazon. I think I buy like 48 at a time, but you don't have to buy that many. Okay, so let's get started. I think I'm gonna do one of the wider ones first. Now, I did shrink some of these things down pretty small, just because I want to cut out some of the words and stuff. Let's see. I'm just gonna Mod Podge everything on there. So like I said, you could just paint like watercolors or make it look like watercolors. Or if you have some paper or a napkin. I know everybody has napkins, so that's something you could do. All right, I think I will do, I love that butterfly. It's just so colorful. And I really want to do one of these. It looks like a butterfly, but it's actually one of those Luna moths. I love those. I did them on a cigar box. Here's another one. Looks like a butterfly, but isn't that cool? It's kind of psychedelic looking. Hi, everybody. Hi, Vicky. Hi, Capri. From Alabama. You're not far from me. I'm in Georgia. My name's Jennifer. Hey, Tony. Welcome, welcome. So happy to see y'all. Come on in. Let me give you another peek. We're doing a trash to treasure. I'm taking these old before they go to the trash. Now I'm regretting that I've thrown a lot away, because once they get too crusty, I toss them, you know. But look how pretty. I think we can make a really pretty piece of art with these. So I'm gonna figure out. I think this one would look really cool with a black, if I paint the background, because see how it's got black in the background. And I'm just gonna tear out that moth. I'm gonna do that. So let's do, this is kind of big, so this is the biggest one I have, is a 2-inch. So I'm gonna, if I hold it up to the light, I can see how much room, how much is gonna show. If I angle it, it'll show better. So big. I wish I'd shrunk these down. I might save these and shrink them down a little so more of it will fit on the brush. Like I said, you could just photocopy. You always save your old brushes. I don't. I'm the worst at throwing them out. I'm the worst at, I've gotten better about it, but I used to always use the brushes with the Mod Podge and not rinse them immediately, and I've ruined so many. So I'm trying to get better about that. Hey, Teresa. You got to find your cigar boxes. I have a stack of cigar boxes back here, and I think I have some downstairs too. I need to get them all together and see how many I have, because I was thinking for our private group, 1 month I'm going to send cigar boxes. They'll all be different, so we'll all have something different, but 1 month, and once I have enough, I'm probably going to send those out, so we can do some cigar box crafting. I know some of the ladies in there already have some cigar boxes, but it'll be just something fun. All right, let's see. I think I'm going to do, since I'm going to hold off on those moths. Okay, I'm going to take this one. Like I said, these are things, some of these are pictures I found on Pinterest or Amazon. Some of them are files that I purchased off Etsy, just the downloads. Hey, Michelle. Hello. So, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to look at some of the colors that are in here And I'm going to pick one to paint my background of my little handle. I see that pop of orange right there in the center, towards the center. That stands out to me, so I think I'm going to do the orange. So, oh, you know what? Well, let me see. My best orange is, it's a bear, one of those bear paints. Let me see if I have it up here. Yes, I do. Okay. It's called, these are the bear paint from Home Depot. I just put them in these little bottles up there. But this one's called Inferno. Look how pretty that is. And these are great because they have primer in them. So they go on a lot better. All right, I don't need a lot. So let's see. Like I said, I'm just gonna make a bunch of these today, and then another day we'll make something out of them. So, hi Debbie. Debbie's Bright Ideas. Hello. Hello y'all. If anybody's new here, my name is Jennifer. Welcome in. If you are new here, let me know you're new. Let me know where you're watching from. I'm always curious where everybody's at. I'm in Georgia. It's actually, I don't think today knows what it wants to do. It's sunny, then it's cloudy, and then it's like, oh my God, it's about to start raining. So Greg will go out there and pull everything back in. He's pulled everything out, and he's been pressure washing. He's been working his butt off. And he'll pull everything back in. He's like, it's look, it's gonna rain. It's not supposed to rain, but it's looking like it's going to. Okay, so see how it has that silver band right here? I'm gonna put some paint over that too, because, well, wait. This is actually paper that I'm Mod Podging on there. If it was a napkin or tissue, I don't think I'm gonna paint it because this paper's kind of thick, you know? So let's see. I'm gonna lower y'all down a little bit so you can see better what I'm doing. All right, so I'm gonna just get some orange on the handle. And like I said, if you want to water down your paint, it'll make it more like a stain, and it'll look kind of like a watercolor. Wet my brush a little. It'll go on smoother too. Now, some of these have a hole in the handle and some don't. Because at first I was thinking I'll paint some up and like maybe tie them together like a bouquet kind of. But not all of them have the holes, and I don't feel like going out there and drilling a hole. So I may attach them to a sign or something. But definitely, I think it'd be such a cool piece of art for your craft room. Like I said, I saw something on Pinterest. The thing that I posted in my private group, I shared a picture in there. They had put flowers, like little flower petals and stuff, and that was really cute too. And then I saw something where it was just all painted. It almost looked hand painted. I'm not going to worry about the backs, because like I said, I'm probably going to attach it to something, but I do want to make sure the sides are covered. Okay. All right, so just bright orange. And I'm probably going to dry brush over that, so because that's what I do. Hey, Sandy. Yeah, this thing's still hanging in there. It's starting to sound sick. But it's still got a little life left to it. Yeah, it's overcast here too. It keeps coming and going. And And then in between, it'll look like, you know where it's sunny, but the sky is really dark? It's weird. But it's not supposed to rain. It's not supposed to rain till the weekend here. So we'll see. Okay. Like I said, I am going to dry brush it just to kind of give it a little softer look. Where did I put? Oh. Just do a little white. This one says, this one right here, it says, open your eyes to wonder today. And then real small at the bottom, it says, there is so much beauty in this world. The trick is to open your eyes and take the time to really look at it. And then up the top, there's a little, find a reason to smile. It's got a little butterfly. That's really cute. But then it's got all these little flowers, butterflies. Isn't that pretty? This one is, every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. That's a song. That's in a song. Closing time. This is really cute though. It's got the little bird and the butterfly and the flowers. I definitely want to use that one. Okay. So see how the white kind of distressed it a little bit? That's really pretty. You had to take Milo out. That's okay, you're not that late. I'm doing Trash to Treasure. I'm making over, you know, all these, you know, I have a gazillion chip brushes for dry brushing. So I usually keep them until it's about time to throw them away, but we're going to decorate them. And like I said, today I'm probably just going to do decorating them, and I don't know what I'm going to do with them. So, 58 here. Yesterday was 77. Where did you get the prints? Some of these I found on Etsy. Some I found, some are files that I've bought on Etsy like in the past. And some are like these. I think I've used these on something before. Some are just pictures like I saw. I think this was for a journal that was for sale on Amazon or something. Or a planner, something like that. So let's see. Let me see how much of the, oh, I wonder, like I said, if I hold it up to the light, I can see behind it how much will fit. I think that whole little quote will fit on here. And I want to make sure it wraps around the side, because whatever I put this on, the back's not going to show, but the sides might. Let's see. All right, I'm going to I'm gonna tear this instead of cut it. I'm just gonna wet it with my little water brush. Sorry, I can't see the see the silver under there. Oh, there's a little bird at the bottom too. Cool. A bird might not make it. They might not make the cut. Sorry. I'm just going to go across this with this water brush. Okay. Like I said, you could decoupage the whole thing. I think it's just easier if you just give it a base coat and then just kind of work around it. There goes my comments. It's back to showing me names over and over and over. Why does it do that? I was telling my husband about that. I was like, it's a real pain in the behind. Let's see. So this is how much it's gonna, because now if you had a bigger brush, you could fit more on there. You'd probably have a bigger band, but let's see. Trying to mark it. Still no comments. Every now and then it'll throw me a comment, so, and I do go back and watch the replay so I can see the comments there. So if anybody's asking a question and I don't see it, I will catch it. I will catch it on replay. All right, I'm just going to use some Mod Podge. Pop this on here, and then we'll start decorating like up the handle. Like I said, you could take like pages from a book and watercolor them. That would be really pretty too. Like I said, I want to wrap it, and you can decide if you're going to do it this way or this way. So let's see, that other one I did going down this way. So I might do this one going up. Make sure that's on the front. Love this. Like I said, the back's not going to show once I attach it to something. So, what's it? Comment, y'all. You have a bunch that are ready for the trash can. I'm regretting throwing some away. And I wait a long time before I throw them away. I have some that are super crunchy that I still use. And these aren't really bad. I would still use these, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna decorate these. I'm just gonna wrap this around the back. Like I said, it's not gonna show, but okay. So there it is so far. It says, "Open your eyes." What does it say? "Open your eyes to wonder today." And it's got the butterfly. There was a bird at the bottom, but it got cut off. I guess I could have kept on going. I didn't think about that. I didn't think about me turning it upside down. Okay. All right, so I got that on. And then, let's see. I'm going to take some other, I can probably still use, yeah, I can use like those parts up at the top and everything that I could still use. So I'm just going to kind of tear those pieces out and kind of piece them all around here. And then you can just fill in. I want to leave some of the orange exposed in some areas. That little saying could go there. It's kind of long. There is so much beauty in this world. The trick is to open your eyes and take the time to really look at it. There's an ant. Oh my gosh. There's a little black... I don't know if y'all can see it. It's a little black ant right there. It's kind of blurry. I don't know what he has to do with that. You've thrown a lot out. I have too. Some, I think Wendy was saying She saves hers. And this one says, find a reason to smile. And it's got a little butterfly. Can y'all see that blue butterfly up there? I'm still just seeing names now. All right, let's do, if I turn that to the side, I can get that on there. So I'm just gonna kind of fill it in with little pieces, and then I might go back like this one. I just kind of filled in with some little polka dots just to fill in some of it, but I painted the whole thing that kind of blue color, kind of aqua color, and then all my pieces, and I'm not sure about this yet. Not sure if I like those colors. I might change that. This little saying is right at the edge, so I'm afraid I'm gonna tear it off. I might have to cut that. Let's see. See if I can pluck it off real careful. Okay, I got it. I might cut this because it's right at the edge. The words are. This one. Like I said, you could just use bits and pieces of the print. This just has a flower. It's just kind of like watercolors. It's really pretty. Some little zigzags. What would y'all do with these? Would you like mount them onto like a sign or make like a bouquet of them? That would be pretty too. The one I posted a picture of in my private group, like I said, they had put flower petals on them, and it was really pretty too. Okay, let's see. Like I said, I'm just gonna piece them on. You could overlap them too. It would be fine. But I do want some of that orange to show through. Hey, Amanda. You just got done grocery shopping. Where'd you get your paper? It's all, some of it is files I bought off Etsy. Y'all, I'm obsessed with doing that. I'll go on Etsy and just search instant download, and then you can type whatever. You can say watercolor, butterflies, you could say lemonade, you could say whatever, and it will find all of them. And I mean, you can get the files really cheap, and some of them have like hundreds that you can print them any size. You just print them on your regular printer, any size. You can shrink them, you can add them to stuff. Okay, so this one has a little quote. I know if I get close, it gets blurry. Find a reason to smile, and it's got a little butterfly. Okay, so, wait, oh yeah, I couldn't remember if it was upside down or not. I know, I'm thinking a sign. I definitely want to make a piece of art to put in here somewhere. I just love these. Especially if you put like really like inspirational quotes. I like these. This was a file I bought on Etsy, and it had like 3 different bundles like this. They were all different. This one has empower, radiant, friendly, happy, hope, brave, kindness, harmony, worthy. It looks like a word above that, but it's not. It's weird. And inspire. I think I might use that happy with the flowers. I like that one too. And I shrunk these down smaller in case I want to maybe add, I might add something to this one. Let's see. There's friendly. Let's see. It's got, I mean, I was thinking that because it's got some orange flowers. Let's see. What's this one have? Uplift, shine. Oh, shine is pretty. Serenity. I have a niece named Serenity. Great niece. Yeah, she's a great niece. Let's see. That's a pretty name. Serenity. I might put that on here. I don't know. I don't know. Or you could just cut pieces out of it. Like, see, this one says brave. I could cut, like, some of the flowers or butterflies or something. I might do that. Okay. I'm kind of winging it here. Let's see. And, like, if you're doing these and you are cutting out like a butterfly, like, oh, where is it? If you're cutting out the butterfly, those little antennas, if you don't want to cut those, you can just go in and paint those or do it with a Sharpie marker. Like, I didn't cut those. I might go in and draw the little antennas with like a fine tip Sharpie, because they're just too hard to cut around, especially if you're tearing your paper. So just, that's easy. Let's see. Like I said, this one has a little hole in it, but all of them don't, and I don't feel like drilling holes. If they all did, I'd probably do them all in the same direction and maybe tie them or something, but they don't, so I'm just going to work around. You could cover that hole if you wanted to. Just paper right over it. Let's see, I might do that. Yeah, I'm going to paper right over that hole. Okay, so there's a little butterfly at the bottom. Okay, let's see. Oh, you know what? This napkin right here has a lot of orange in it. I might just tear off some little pieces of this. It's got lots of little tiny flowers. and some greenery. That'll be pretty. Okay, so let's see. Y'all, I don't have any funny stories today, so I didn't do anything yesterday or last night, so I don't have anything funny to tell y'all. I don't think anything funny happened. There's usually something going on around here. It was a very quiet night. Can you see? It's got like a little piece of greenery and some the flowers don't pop too much on this, but because it's got an orange background. Okay, I think I might leave it at that because I might go in and fill in some little polka dots. That's what I'll do. A little polka dot. Let's see. I'm just gonna use this little thing from Dollar Tree. Hey, Giselle. Oh, I said I was going to do the little antennas. And you could even go in and paint. Now that you've got your little pictures on there and stuff, you could go in and paint. Like, add embellishments to them. Let me see. Let me do oh, I put a dot there. Hold on. My other. See, like my little butterfly, I had cut off the antennas, so I just drew them on there with the little marker. So isn't that cool? Isn't that pretty? I mean, I think it's prettier than that. It's colorful. All right, so got that one. This one's still wet. Need something else. I'm gonna cut out one of these bright yellow, bright yellow flowers. Put right there. I think that'll stand out. Let's see. I guess I should have pulled the little ply, the little extra, there it goes. A little extra ply off. Yeah, but yellow. Like I said, you could go in and paint, like you could go over that yellow flower to make it kind of stand out. or if you had puffy paint, that would be cute too. So for the bristles, I just took some paint and just kind of, oops. I just kind of, let me see. I'm just gonna do the tips. You could almost just dip this in there. Like you're gonna dry brush with it. Pounce it off. Okay, so like that. Oh, it's upside down. Hold on. And I'll probably go over it with a coat. All this stuff I Mod Podged on there, I'll go over it with a coat of Mod Podge just to seal it in. But isn't that cute? It's all colorful and artsy. Let's see. All right, so we've got two. Put these two. All right. Let's do one with these. Let me let this dry. With these quotes or these words. Let's see. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. We definitely got to do that one. Let's see here. This is a 1.5 inch. Those were 2-inch brushes. So here's a 1.5 inch, and then I have a 1 inch. I don't know. I don't think the whole thing is going to fit. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. We're going to make it fit. All right, I'm going to cut it out. I'm going to cut this out because I'm afraid if I tear it, I'm going to end up tearing the little the quote. Cool bougie paintbrushes. All right, let's see. But the cool thing is you could print them out even smaller if you need to make it fit. All right, so I gotta figure out what color I'm gonna paint the handle first. You don't have to do that. If you're gonna decoupage the whole thing, you don't have to, but I think it helps in case any areas are showing. They won't just be bare wood. Okay, every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. Who sings that song? It's Closing Time. Closing Time. Y'all, I was watching a girl last night. You know those Facebook Lives where people are opening those oysters, or I think they're oysters, and they're pulling out pearl. So I don't know. All I can think of is what that must smell like. But anyway, I was watching. She had like 200 and something people watching. It was like, wow, people are really into that. So, but she had music playing in the background, like regular, like her radio station or whatever. And I was like, I thought we couldn't do that. Because I always like to have music on when I craft. And you notice like Carol Ruth always has her headphones on and she's singing. I couldn't do it because I'd probably be shouting at y'all. If I had my headphones on because think about it, I can't hear y'all talking. So I could have music playing on my headphones. But I feel like I would be shouting at y'all. So, because, you know, she sings and stuff. But, yeah, this girl had music. I was like, wow, she's got music playing. I didn't think I know on Whatnot we can do that. They actually encourage you to do that. So, I'm just wondering, how's she getting away with that? All right, I think I might do this one pink. And I will do it going this way. Oh wait, I don't know about pink. Hold on. Where's my other one? All right, these are the ones I have so far. This one and this one. So there's orange, there's blue. You know, it'd be really pretty is this lime green. Lime green would be pretty. If there's much in here. Okay. But have y'all seen that? Because I mean, I've always heard, and she didn't have any kind of disclaimer or anything, you know, I do not own rights to this music. I don't know. I mean, her page wasn't huge, so she may not know. Maybe she hasn't gotten called or something, but man, there was a lot. It was like 237 or 273. I don't remember what it was. I'm dyslexic with that, but she had a lot of people watching, and I was like, wow. But I will say there was a lot of trolls, like all these weird names, and they were saying, you look good, be my friend, you know, that I was like, oh, okay, maybe it's better. I'd be happier with, you know, 30 people watching that are real people than 200 freakies, you know. Oh, but see, I heard somebody saying that their husband was talking in the background, and Facebook had alerted them because they thought it was something copyright. She was like, that's my husband, you know. He was just talking on the phone. You've seen them open it. There's a lot of people. There used to be a ton of people doing those oysters. That was the first time I've seen it in a while. It's been a long time since I've seen anybody doing that. All right, so I'm just going to take this used brush. I'm just going to paint the handle. I might add a little water to the paint, make it thinner. This one's going to be bright. And get the sides. Now, if you do these and you're gonna do something with them where they might be like hanging, it'd be cute to do like a little, I guess like a mobile where you have them like dangling. You could like hang them across like your window, like up at the top where they dangle down. But if you do that, do the backs too. I'm not doing the backs because I'm probably gonna mount this to something. I'm just gonna attach them to a sign, maybe with a bigger quote or something. I don't know. I'm sure I've got a base, a surface here from Goodwill that I could attach these to. Be kind of fun. Okay. All right. But yeah, so I'll get several made up, and then that'll be a whole nother craft, another event. I can make something with them. They do fizzes and get joy. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I haven't seen that one. Hey, Misty. Okay, let's do real quick. Man, it would be so cool if you had something big. I could shrink this butterfly down. This napkin. That would be really pretty on one. There it is. Okay, I don't know that this green is gonna go with that. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. Because it's got other colors in it. See how much it kind of distresses it? I love that look. And it kind of hits the edges. Okay. And this one is like splintery. Okay. Yeah, I don't really like that with that. Dang it. I do like all the flowers. Look at all the flowers on this. That alone might be really pretty. Hold on. Let's see. See if I can get this. Yay, it came apart easy. This is one of my favorite napkins. What do I have? I have like 7 minutes. And then Krafting with Donna. She's coming up after me. And this event is in the Stand Tall Krafting group. So if you're watching from there, because I know y'all are all familiar with them. If you're watching from there, you can just refresh your page. As soon as I'm done, just refresh, and it should go to her. Okay, let's see. For the handle, I think it would be really cool to just have a bunch of these. Okay, let's do that. Go around this butterfly. Guess it would be better if I wet it. Alright, I'm just going to put some Mod Podge on here and see where it lands. I might shrink that butterfly down and put it up on the silver part. Up there, the big part. Because I know this is one of my favorite napkins. This one's really splintery. This, or not splintery, but kind of raggedy. Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay, so it made a pretty handle, right? And we'll do something on here. I think I am going to shrink that butterfly down. When I get off here, I'm going to go shrink it. Okay. So, what do I have 4 minutes. Okay, let's see what I can do here. I kind of like that. Like that. I'm going to shrink this down. This butterfly. I'm going to shrink one of these Luna moths down. I think this could be a really, really pretty one. Do black, do some purples and stuff like that in it. All right, so I'm going to shrink those down. Oh, I know what I wanted to do. Happy. Is it this one? Yes. Okay. I don't know if I have enough time. Let's see. Excuse me. Cool. 2 minutes. It's like the race is on. Okay. See, it says happy. It's got the flowers. This would be really pretty with pink. I was saying I wanted to do pink. Oh, this is the brush I'm using right now, but it doesn't matter. It's this one I want, though. Okay. I'm going to put that pink on here. I'm probably not going to have time to finish this one, but I will get it done. And I'll take pictures. I'll take pictures of them close up so y'all can see like the little sayings or the quotes or whatever. Because it's kind of hard. If I get too close to the camera, it tends to get blurry. So, won't do that. So, save your chip brushes. Y'all, you could do this to your hammer. I have a hammer that's decoupaged. Men laugh at it. I don't give a crap. It's very funny, but I love it. It's just the wooden handle is decoupaged with purple flowers. At least I know it's my hammer. If somebody takes my hammer, I know. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. I hope y'all have a great day. I might be back on here. What's the latest? So that's 9 o'clock to me. I don't know. I don't know if I'll be back on here tonight because this event goes through the night. So I may see y'all on here tomorrow. I'm not sure. We might be going somewhere tomorrow. I'm not sure. But thank y'all for hanging out. I'm gonna finish this up and I'll take pictures and I'll post them. Okay. So y'all have a great day. Thank you. Bye.